Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brad. In my hands is The Walking Dead Deluxe number 35. So The Walking Dead Deluxe is a colorized version of the original Walking Dead, going issue by issue, which is actually really cool. Written by Robert Kirkman, art by Charlie Adlard, coloring by Dave McCaig, lettering by Rus Wooton. There's also some extras in the back. You get kind of the notes from Robert Kirkman and his general thoughts about and reflection on his notes in the issue all these years later. So it's kind of fun to go back, not just to reread, but also see what the creator has to say about this and get some interesting kind of insider information. So the last issue ended with Rick and his group getting back to the prison. It's overrun at this point. There's tons of walkers. The question is who's alive, who's not. So Rick and his team go to work and go to try to clear things out. This is just kind of a reuniting issue. We kind of have those tense moments of wondering who's alive, who's not, where they're at. But things kind of get wrapped up rather quickly. There's some decent reactions, I think, to the fact that Rick is now who's missing his hand. There is some good character interactions when people meet together, get back together. Tyrese and Rick being a good example of that. But I also kind of think, and Kirkman nails it in his notes, is that there's something intriguing in this, in that we get a moment of what many of us experience done in the zombie apocalypse. That's between Glenn and Maggie. It's something really, really simple, but at the same time, you don't really think about how that's going to have to go about in this new world. So I think there's some interesting small details in this one as well. And of course, this sets up the all hell breaking loose that's to come. We get some good, I think, some really solid twists and turns. And I don't remember how I originally reacted when I read this way back. If I saw what happens happening, or if I was completely surprised by that. But honestly, rereading it all these years, totally forgot about it, and I was surprised. I don't remember my original reaction, but reading this again, really surprised by what happened, or at least caught off guard. But overall, it's a solid issue. It's a good kind of reunion issue. We get the more human side of things, which I think is where The Walking Dead really, really shines, and I think not enough people gave it credit for. Everyone expected, at least that came in late, expected this was to be just kind of like a zombie thing, killing zombies, all that. It's not. It's really about human interaction, how people attempt to rebuild society after everything collapses. And I think there's a lot of ways we can relate to that. I think, with everything going on with COVID and the world gone to complete shit, how we come out afterwards, I think is going to be very interesting, and how we're rebuilding our society in our own ways, I think is interesting as well. I mean, the series has done a real excellent job of nailing all that down. So, props to Kirkman and all that. Art, and this is good. I mean, the series has always been really good art. The coloring, I think, is really interesting. The previous issue, or maybe 2 issues ago, with the governor, the coloring added a lot. But, here we're seeing them kill zombies, walkers, whatever you want to call them, and it's not quite gory over the top like you might expect. The coloring doesn't quite hit me with this as I would expect it, which is good. I think that was maybe the one worry about the colorization, is that it might become distracting in many ways, and so far it really hasn't. It's only when the moments are completely over the top insane does it seem to kind of get in the way. But just the normal walker aspect of it hasn't really hit me the way I thought it would. So good, because then the comic would just not work if that was the issue, or if that was an issue. You can go get this now. It's out in comic shops. If you've never read The Walking Dead, I think this is a great way of going about it. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase one. It'll be affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site, so thank you. And speaking of support, just watching our video support us, so thank you for that. If you're into comics, if you are into the Skybound Image Comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.